Hello YouTube and welcome to the end of 2016. And as last year, I finished the year with my GV Anime Awards. An award ceremony where I honor all the great anime that I saw in the past year by giving out awards in 11 different categories. I actually added a new category this year, being the award for best seasonal anime. Now overall I can say that 2016 was a pretty good year for anime. I saw some real beauties over the past 12 months, both seasonal and non-seasonal. So it's time to look back once more on all those glorious animes. And I have watched quite some animes over the past 12 months. No less than 64 animes have passed through my screen over the course of the past year. Now before I start giving away my awards, I want to say that these are my personal awards. It could be that you agree, it could be that you don't agree. That's what the comment section is for. And a second disclaimer is that every anime that I watched and reviewed in 2016 is competing for these awards. So seasonal wise, that would be from fall 2015 to summer 2016. A playlist of all the animes that I watched and reviewed in the past year is linked in the description. Now let's start the award ceremony with the award for best animation. Which anime destroyed my retinas with its amazing sharpness, perfect color schemes or meaningful details? The four nominees for this award are Beautiful Bones from Studio Troika, Boku Dake ga Inai Machi from A1 Pictures, Planetarian from David Productions and Orange from TMS Entertainment. And the winner of the award for best animation is a studio that I never expected to win this award. It's Planetarian from David Productions. Never ever did I see David Productions win my award for best animation. I mean, I know them for their animation of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and honestly I don't like that animation. But Planetarian was such eye candy. It was so sharp, so detailed and had such good color use. I am definitely going to watch the movie as soon as it gets translated. Next up are the 3 music awards, and as last year, these were the most difficult ones for me to decide, especially the awards for best opening and ending song. For both I had a short list of 8 songs. Bringing that down to 4 nominees was already a nightmare, and then to pick one of them was absolute hell. Let's start with best opening song. Before I announce the nominees, I want to give a few honorable mentions to songs that stood on the shortlist but eventually didn't make the final cut. So honorable mentions go to Riri from Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, New Day from Haito Genzo no Grimgar, If We Could Weave Rainbows from Haruchika, and The Seer and the Sower from Comet Lucifer. These didn't make it, but the 4 nominees are One More Chance from Heavy Object, The Asterisk War from Gakusen Toshi Asterisk, Coolest from Sakamoto Desuga, and Ignite from Sword Art Online 2. Then, the song that pumped me up the most for each episode was The Asterisk War from Gakusen Toshi Asterisk. It is such an action-packed song that got me into the zone for every episode and got me into the zone before a competition, and that's exactly what a good opening song needs to do. The choice for best ending song was potentially even harder than the one for best opening song. Also here I want to give 4 honorable mentions before I go to the nominees. Honorable mentions go to Waiting for the Rain from Gakusen Toshi Asterisk, Oshete Blue Sky from Comet Lucifer, Hi 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 from Usagi Drop, and Shiruji from Sword Art Online 2. But these 4 songs touched me the most in the past year. Harvest from Haito Genzo no Grimgar, Sore wa Chisana Hikaru no Yona from Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, Kanade from One Week Friends, and Last Theater from Death Parade. In all 4 songs you can feel the sadness and despair that their animes contained. They reflected the pain that we would feel when we would watch this anime. So after listening to all of them multiple times, I eventually had to make a decision. And the award for Best Ending Song 2016 goes to Sore wa Chisana Hikari no Yona from Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. This song gave me and multiple other viewers heart attacks when it started to play and announced another cliffhanger ending. You can also feel how the song builds up from this slow start towards its climatic ending. So eventually it defeated its competition and it won this award. The next award is the one for Best Music Overall. I love animes with good music, opening songs that pump you up, ending songs that touch you, and OST that I can listen to all day, every day. And the nominations for this award go to Haito Genzo no Grimgar, White Album 2, Sword Art Online, and Honey and Clover. But honestly, there were only two of these that really made a chance at winning this award, being Haito Genzo no Grimgar and Sword Art Online. It was a really fierce battle between the insert songs of Grimgar and the instrumental OST of Sao. But in the end, I have to give this award to Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online's OST is so diverse, from pump songs like Swordland to emotional pieces as a tender feeling, which I have almost finished myself. Sao's music is just one of the best that I have heard in my anime career, and therefore this award for best music overall. Now we get to the two character awards, starting with the one for best female character. These female characters were more than just eye candy or fan service. They had an interesting and layered personality and added something to their anime. The four nominated females are Sakurako Kujo from Beautiful Bones, Sachiko Fujinuma from Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, Chise from Saikano, and Rika Takanashi from Chunnibeo Demo Koika Shitai. So, the most interesting female character of my past year was Sachiko Fujinuma from Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. Sachiko was simply the best mother character that I have seen till today. The way how she stands up for her son and how she takes action with Hinazuki instead of just watching from the sideline made her an amazing female character. Finally, we had a mother figure that wasn't dense as fuck and just stood by and did nothing. After best female character, we of course get to best male character. Here I love male characters that go through a lot of development throughout the anime and who are willing to sacrifice their own well-being for the sake of others. And these four characters fit that scheme perfectly. Ikeguro Gane from Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry, Satoru Fujinuma from Boku Dake ga Inai Machi, Kirito from Sword Art Online, and Hiroto Suwa from Orange. The male character that gained my eternal respect by sacrificing everything that he had for the sake of the other characters was Hiroto Suwa from Orange. What made Suwa stand out from the rest is that he actually knew what he was sacrificing. He knew how good his life would get in the future, but even whilst knowing that, he sacrificed that for the sake of Naho and Kakeru without even blinking an eye. He is the best friend you can ever have, and I still want to see that movie to see the story through Suwa's eyes. The 5 final awards are the genre awards, starting with the award for best comedy anime. What anime made my stomach hurt the most from laughing? The 4 nominees are Chunnibyo Demo Koika Shitai, Dagashi Kashi, Servant X Service, and Sakamoto Desuga. All 4 animes gave me tears of joy, but eventually the anime that entertained me the most was Chunnibyo Demo Koika Shitai. Rika's quirks and personality, the feud between Dekomori and Nibutani, Kumin always rejecting Makoto. There were so many hilarious scenes in this anime that it definitely deserves this award for best comedy anime. After comedy we get to romance. I love romance animes. They were my initial favorite genre when I started out watching anime, and until today they belong to my favorites. The four animes that melted my heart in the past year were White Album 2, One Week Friends, Orange, and Chunibyo Demogoi Kashitai. The romance in these animes was quite diverse, with dramatic romance in White Album 2, cute romance in One Week Friends, mature romance in Orange, and just fun romance in Chunibyo Demogoi Kashitai. But eventually I have to give this award to Chunibyo Demogoi Kashitai as well. First of all, Rika is super cute. She jumped straight into my top 5 of most adorable female characters. Her relationship with Yuta is so adorable and cute, and everything that I want to see in a romance anime. Finish that off with sometimes the troubles and the development in their relationship, and it was almost the perfect romance anime. But my favorite genre is still drama. Animes that touch me to the core of my heart are such masterpieces and are so good at playing with our emotions. And the four animes that played the most with my feelings in the past year were Bokudaki ga Inaimachi, Saikano, Planetarian, and Death Parade. All these animes pulled my heartstrings in their way, but eventually the one that left the deepest impression with me was Saikano. Saikano was such a depressing anime that it felt like I was watching Puella Madoka Magica all over again. The fact that it displays war in such a realistic and raw way made it a treat for a drama fan like me. Nobody is safe in this anime, and seeing Chise break down slowly and the ending made it the most depressing and therefore the best drama anime that I saw in the past year. The second to last category is the new category, being the award for best seasonal anime. In previous editions, I would just tell you my top 5 seasonals of the past year, but I thought why not pour it into another award. In the past year, we again had 2 great seasons with summer and winter, and 2 moderate seasons with fall 2015 and then the spring season. So it's no surprise that my 4 nominees come from the summer and the winter season. The 4 best seasonal animes that I saw were Bokudaki ga Inaimachi, Orange, Amamato Inazuma, and Haito Genzo no Grimgar. 3 of these animes received a 4.5 out of 5 star score, but the best of the best was without a doubt Bokudaki ga Inaimachi. This anime glued me to my screen during the winter season. When I'm counting down the days till the next episode every week, then you're doing something right. The cliffhangers were almost unbearable, but that's what made me come back to Erased every week. The tension that was hanging and the search for the serial killer intrigued me, and the conclusion was unexpected to me. And about the criticism that it received about its ending, I have a full video talking about why I think that criticism is wrong. But to me, Erased was amazing, and I can't wait to see what masterpiece A1 is going to bring out next year. And then we get to the final but most important award of them all. The award that matters. The 2016 GV Anime Award for Best Anime. Of those 64 animes that I saw in the past year, which one was the absolute best? The 4 nominees, and therefore also the 4 best animes that I saw in the past year, are Orange, Saikano, Bokudaki ga Inaimachi, and Usagi Drop. Each one of these mesmerized me in its own way. Orange with its mature romance and serious dealing with suicidal thoughts, Saikano with its raw display of war, Erased with its cliffhangers, and Usagi Drop with its heart-melting cuteness. But eventually there can only be one anime of the year. The anime that takes this award is one of only 4 animes to ever receive a perfect 5 out of 5 star rating. It can make me happy at an instant, and it was simply the most adorable anime that I have ever seen. The winner of the 2016 GV Anime Award for Best Anime is Usagi Drop. My heart melted like chocolate when I watched Usagi Drop. I had a gigantic smile on my face every episode from the first till the last second. If I don't feel that well and my mind is a bit in the gutter, I just watch some scenes from Usagi Drop and all my sorrows just fade away. So thank you Usagi Drop for being the cutest anime of all times. And that's the end of it. I hereby officially close the anime year 2016. I am ready to go to the next year and to open a can of new and exciting animes. So I will thank you all for watching and I will see you all next year in the next video.